Being a convincing actor is about more than just crying on cue and perfecting your angry stares. Actors also need to be trained to speak with foreign accents for many of their roles, whether it's to conceal their own native tongue or to convince audiences they hail from a whole different home front. In the case of these Hollywood stars, their dialect coaches must have left something to be desired, because their terrible on-screen accents will probably never disappear from their blooper reels. Gerard Butler. He may have been born and raised in Scotland, but Gerard Butler doesn't get to play Scottish characters as often as he might like, which means there are many examples of him attempting to sound American and failing spectacularly. Perhaps no effort has been quite as tragic as 2010's The Bounty Hunter, in which he has the darndest time trying to make use of his hundreds of dialect sessions.
And what I do is I hunt down criminals, idiots who jump bail, specifically.
Oddly enough, his Irish accent in P.S. I Love You isn't much better either.
I would like to apologize to the nation of Ireland for completely abusing their accent.
Keanu Reeves. There's one thing Keanu Reeves can do better than anyone in the entire acting business.
Whoa!
But playing a Brit is just not in his skill set. He proved as much when he starred in Bram Stoker's Dracula and made everyone laugh for all the wrong reasons with his faux English affectation.
I've seen many strange things already. Bloody wolves chasing me through some blue inferno.
Director Francis Ford Coppola later blamed himself for the famously poor performance in the 1992 drama, telling Entertainment Weekly, "We knew that it was tough for him to affect an English accent. He tried so hard." That was the problem, actually. He wanted to do it perfectly, and in trying to do it perfectly, it came off as stilted. It definitely says something that he was able to upstage that hairdo.
Yes, sir. I will give it my full attention.
John Malkovich. If you're going to put on a Russian accent, at least try not to sound like a KGB cartoon. That's the lesson John Malkovich apparently did not learn before he became a Soviet gangster in Rounders. The outrageous accent is not only extra phlegmy, but it borders on the insane.
Pay that man his money.
Apparently, even Malkovich knew he wasn't delivering a quality depiction there, because co-star Matt Damon later revealed,
and he looks at me because I'm a terrible actor.
But hey, at least we got this Damonism out of the deal.
If you don't have my money, then you are mine.
Brad Pitt. An Irish accent is incredibly difficult to fake, and Brad Pitt knows all about that. The actor trained with a dialect coach to get his dialect down pat.
Well, accents have never been my strong point, so it was, I put a lot of work into it.
But in The Devil's Own, the Hollywood heartthrob failed to present that patented Irish lilt.
The meat looks delicious. What is it?
It's corned beef and cabbage. I thought that's all you ate over there.
Hey, at least he knows how to speak Italian in a pinch.
Grazie.
Kevin Costner. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves wasn't exactly a critical darling, and it hasn't really stood the test of time with audiences either. But Kevin Costner's terrible take on a British accent in the movie is still absolutely unforgettable.
If I must, I will take you a piece at a time.
Hey, it may have not even been a British accent for all we know, because he sounds more like a West Coast dude indulging in the Southern California sun than a man rummaging through the forests of Nottingham. Except he's totally supposed to be English.
This is English courage.
Cameron Diaz. Gangs of New York is a beautiful film, anchored by one heck of a performance from Daniel Day-Lewis. But there's no question that Cameron Diaz's terrible accent tends to take you out of it. While there are moments in the 2002 film when leading man Leonardo DiCaprio also seems to forget to flip his accent switch, Diaz rarely turns hers on. And when she does, it's not good.
Oh, I ain't started working yet.
Not only does she not sound Irish, but she doesn't sound like she's from 1863 either.
Maybe when you're aiming a little straighter.
Angelina Jolie. There are a lot of terrible aspects of Oliver Stone's Alexander, but Angelina Jolie's wacky accent is one of the most bizarre elements of the whole movie.
Oh, now who is exaggerating?
To be fair to her, Colin Farrell decided to keep his native Irish tongue while starring as the title Greek conqueror, and Val Kilmer and Jared Leto also followed suit for some strange reason. So that left Jolie all by her lonesome, trying to bring some Macedonian realness to her portrayal of Olympia. But she sounds more like a Russian mafiosa than the real deal. Jolie might have proven herself as having a healthy dialect spread with her British tones in Tomb Raider and her French-Cuban prose in A Mighty Heart. But this is one flub that won't soon be forgotten.
Forgive me.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.